Sophie, can you describe to us where you're at in the recovery process?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I think I'm just trying to get full clearance for Saturday, but so far so good.
How frustrating was it for you to recover from one and then immediately have another one?
You have no idea. I felt good coming in training camp. Felt like I was in the best shape I've been in since being in the league. Kind of getting the flow with the team, then you get hurt pretty bad, torn up ankle. Maybe came back a little bit too soon, freak accident, so really can't control it. So I just got to keep controlling what I can control. And that was bringing energy to my team, and so I'm still going to do that regardless of where I'm at.
What have you been able to do in the interim to try to keep some cardio, try to get shots up, if anything?
Yeah, when the situation I have going on, you have to be a little bit careful with it, but I think I've been progressing really well every single day, and I'm pretty much full go now, so that's that.
I know you talked about getting your lungs under you after you injured your ankle the first time. Has it been about the same process the second time?
Yeah, I think so. And it's when you've been out for a little bit, it's just kind of getting your flow back, right? Getting your rhythm, getting your chemistry, especially with the team that you haven't really played with much. It's trying to learn how they're moving and how they're clicking. Then you kind of throw me and Caitlin back in there, and then it's like we're starting from square one again. And so that's the fun thing about this team is that we roll with the punches. We're trying to get all that stuff out of it at the beginning of the season so we can peak at the right time.
When you're a team with championship aspirations anyway, when you see the other occupants of this building literally playing for one here, how much more inspiration is that? How much more does that sort of fuel the fire to get to that level yourselves?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing watching the Pacers. They're so much fun to watch. I think we resemble their team quite a bit in the way we're trying to move the ball and the way we're trying to play. But honestly, that's big picture. We need to go day by day. This team needs to focus on what we did today, learn from it, and come back tomorrow and be better. And so for us, we know the big picture goal, but you got to stack the days, and that's what we need to work on.
You say full go, do you think you'll be able to play Saturday?
I think I've been ready to go since it happened. But again, I'm not a doctor, so it's really up to them.
What's been your impressions of Cindy Colson as both a point guard and a teammate?
Yeah, I think as a teammate, she's such a locker room person that you want. Every team needs someone like Sid. She's funny, she's ruthless, don't get me wrong, she's weird as hell, but we love her. But I think as a teammate, or a player on the court, she's been on championship teams. She knows how it works. She knows the little details that matter every single day. And so just to kind of have her voice and her leading by example is huge for us.
What kind of perspective have you been able to get kind of being on the bench and seeing, the coaching staff do their work?
Yeah, I mean, when you're sitting out, you just kind of see everything, right? You see things we need to work on. You see things that we're doing really, really well. Sometimes it's frustrating because it's always frustrating actually. You want to be out there with them. You want to help them as much as you can. But I think you have to find the positive in everything. And so when you go through an injury like this, it can be hard on the mental because one day you're ready, the next day it's swollen and you can't go. And so it's preparing me just to stay ready. And that's what this league's all about is staying ready.
This team's had such a disruptive first month.
Yeah.
Players in and out, coach in and out. What have you guys tried to do to navigate that while you're trying to understand each other in the meantime?
Yeah, I mean, threat versus opportunity, right? And so if you look at it as a threat, you could say that there's a lot of weird things happening. We can't catch our rhythm, all that. But what a great opportunity for us if something happens down the road. We're ready for it because we've already seen it. And so that's kind of what I mean by staying ready. You don't know what the day is going to bring. And so from top to bottom, when I say top, that's coaches, that's front office, to the bottom. We all got to be ready and be prepared for what's going to be thrown at us.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you guys. Thank you.